We want to show self-explaining and reliable numbers. And the goal was to have 35% gross operating profit in 5 years, and after subtracting all of our operating expenses, we have illustrated the profitability to be 35.33%. Now, after taking into account for all costs and taxes, our net profit is $1,075,000, which will be used to invest in our hotel facilities. Now, considering our goal of 7% after quarter 4 in return on equity, we now have, after 2 quarters, actual measures how well we're using the company's investments to generate earnings and growth, concluding in 4.11% return on equity, which we estimate will increase in the coming quarters.
Our goal for the first quarter was to set a rate that was above the market average, yet still reach 80% occupancy. Our market share goal was to stay equal to our comp set and a total room revenue of $6 million in 2 quarters. Although we met most of our goals in quarter 1, by the end of quarter 2, our ADR, occupancy, and market share were all under. However, we did meet our room revenue goals. Our market mix shows leisure and business almost identical at 70%. The main difference seen when we look at premium rooms, where business is 10% and leisure only 3%. For this reason, we will focus on business travel as they show more potential and higher revenue.
The F&B department is, financially speaking, a little troublemaker in our hotel. After closing the first quarter with around $140,000 profit, we unfortunately recorded a minus of $50,000 in the second quarter. The poor performance here can be routed back to 2 phenomena. In the second quarter, our hotel mainly accommodated business guests, resulting in a low double occupancy rate, which clearly affects the F&B turnover. Second, we increased salaries for entry-level positions in April 2014, driving up the payroll expenses up to 67% of total revenue. The industry standard here lays below 40%, which we're going to tackle for the next business quarter.
Now, as for services and facilities, in the beginning, for the first 2 quarters, we wanted to have a variety of services. So we decided to invest in as many as we could. Guest room, internet, foreign exchange, minibar, concierge, etc. Now, for the third quarter, we're aiming to add the transporting service in order to provide that extra touch for our guests. Now, as for facilities, for the first 2 quarters, we added a lobby bar, valet parking, and a travel and tour desk. We'll be adding on more facilities in the quarter 3 and 4 as we are focusing more on business travelers, so a theme restaurant and a business center would be very beneficial for us.
In quarter 1, we decided to invest our advertising budget into every section of our hotel. But the results have shown that we have not yet reached our customer satisfaction. By quarter 2, we increased it 42% more spending on our advertising. But according to our competitors, they still increase the advertising. Therefore, we have not yet reached the right customer satisfaction. By quarter 3 and 4, we expected to increase the advertising toward the business traveler during the weekdays and the leisure travelers during the weekend.
At the end of the first quarter, the staffing level was at 90%, competence at 93%, and pay at 77%. For the end of the second quarter, the staffing level rose to 102%, competence ended in 78%, and pay lowered to 76%. At the end of the second quarter, labor cost per available room was $46 and $59 per occupied room. The average turnover rate was, for the first 2 quarters, around 25%, and we spent $42,500 in training. Our strategy regarding staffing will be to increase pay and training to our employees that will result in higher guest satisfaction and lower turnover rates.